Hi, this is Joe Sullivan, sports editor of the Boston Globe, sitting in for Bob Ryan, and this is Globe 10.0. With me is John Powers. Now, John, the NHL All-Star Game is a week from Sunday, and starting in goal for one of the teams will be Tim Thomas from the Bruins. And, this is a guy that the Bruins really tried to trade during the offseason, even after they had signed him to a contract extension last year. And they couldn't trade him. And then now they're stuck with him. And the question is, where would they be without him?
That's right. I think right now they would probably be on the fringe for the playoff spot, for the top 8. There's only about 6 points between 3rd and 8th. Right now I think they're 3rd. And he's got 26 of the 26 wins. He has 22.
Right.
And I think the whole thing was people thought Tuukka Rask is the next guy. Who's this guy, Thomas? They were looking for a reason to get him out of here.
Yeah.
And especially on this team, these guys build from the goal out. That's what Julian does. If he's not playing well, this team isn't there.
Yeah, you made me, when you mentioned Tuukka Rask, it makes me think at the games last year, the fans all had their Tuukka cheer, Tuukka, Tuukka. They don't do that for Tim Thomas, do they?
No.
They don't do a Timmy cheer. So, I don't know what it is about this guy that people seem to want to unload him as soon as they get him. And I guess it has to do with his unorthodox style. He doesn't play goalie in a traditional sense where he's always on his feet or dropping to his knees. He could be on all fours at times. He could be on his back and he's flailing away with his stick. And you know what? It works for him. And but don't you think that's like this? The coaching, the general manager mindset is they fight against this non-traditional technique that he might have.
I think sure. And plus, don't forget, he was, I think, a 9th round draft pick. So there was never love in the beginning.
Yeah.
He's always had to prove himself, and they're looking, especially now with the age. They say, any sign of a little bit of a dip, they say, wheels are off. Next guy.
Yeah, and you know what? Look. Without this guy, they're just another team. I think John is right. They'd be borderline playoff team, if not out of the playoffs.
That's right.
This guy has carried them where, we have to at least put them in the conversation of a Stanley Cup contender based on how he's playing.
Absolutely.